So in part one of this video, I mentioned some things that I stopped doing and some things that I started doing, all of which have contributed to the current health and length retention of my hair. So we're gonna continue with that same start or stop and start method. Okay, so one of the things that I stopped doing was using scrunchies for my hair. So scrunchies are pretty much like elastic bands that you can use to hold up your hair in a style, like a ponytail or something. And while I was going through my natural hair education season, I discovered that scrunchies actually, they contribute to breaking the hair. They rip the hair, they snag on the hair, they're just kind of rough. Whenever I would use scrunchies, literally by the time that I took out the scrunchie from my hair, hairs would just be wrapped around the scrunchie and try to remove all the hair, and so I noticed immediately that those things, the scrunchies, were actually no good for my hair. And so what I started doing was using banana clips, okay? One tip though that I want to share about banana clips is that I've noticed over the years that there are two types of plastics that are used to make banana clips. There are the plastics that are dull, and then the plastics that are not dull. So right now, the plastic I have right now is dull. It's a dull plastic, and if you hit on it, it doesn't really make much noise. But the other types of plastics, they tend to be shinier and prettier, but they actually are easily breakable. And I noticed that very early on. So whenever I go out to buy banana clips, I stick with the dull because the dull is made of a stronger, more sturdier fabric. Plastic. And so it enables the banana clip to actually last a very long time. And these banana clips, this one in particular, I actually got it from a dollar store, and it came as a set of 3. And I think it was like $1.08. It's $1, but then like plus tax. So it's very cheap. And I have one in my hair right now. And it's much, much safer for the hair than scrunchies are, okay? So the next thing that I stopped doing was applying heat to my hair. So before I started my natural hair journey, I had been using heat, and the heat that I used was flat iron. I used flat iron to straighten my hair. I learned during that season that using heat for the hair is not really the best, and so I abruptly stopped using heat completely. And to be honest, I haven't used heat on my hair in like more than 6 years. And so ultimately, applying way too much heat to your hair can cause damage in the long run, and it's not fun. So it may cause you to even cut all of your hair off, because the thing is, heat damage is not reversible. You just have to cut your hair off and then start over. So I do not use any type of heat. When I wash my hair, in order to enable my hair to dry, all I do is just wrap it up in my turby twist. And then I go ahead and just style my hair, and I just let the hair air dry. Like for instance, I washed my hair last night and I wrapped it up in a turby twist after it was washed, and then when I styled it, I just put it in my banana clip, and overnight it just dried. My hair is dry. And so I would encourage you to allow your hair to air dry more often and limit the use of heat. Will I use the flat iron on my hair again? I really don't know. I cannot tell. So, but for now, no heat. 2 things that I actually started doing as well. One of the things I started doing was applying satin scarves to my hair, especially at nighttime. Just your regular satin scarf. And I noticed that I learned that these were actually a lot more beneficial to the hair than like cotton headgears. These really just sit on your hair. They don't absorb moisture from your hair. They don't tug on the hair. They just kind of just like sit and glide on the hair and ultimately protect your hair, especially at nighttime, especially for those people that may move around a lot, or most of us have like cotton sheets or comforters and things like that. Ultimately, when we move around, our hair rubs against all of these different fabrics and it may cause some breakage. And so investing in something like this is a really beneficial way to protect your hair, especially at nighttime. Okay, and I purchased a satin scarf from the dollar store, okay, and I have quite a few of them and they're really good for my hair. Okay, so the next thing I also started doing was that I became a lot more consistent with my products. So in the beginning, I used so many different products, like I can't even share the amount of products I use. I can't even recall. Like I just remember using just trying out a whole bunch of different things. But ultimately I found what worked for me and I stuck with it. And the hair products I currently use, I've been using for a really, really long time, and they have been a blessing and my hair likes it. Consistency is really, really key. You have to be really consistent with the products that you use so that, you know, it's not really good to be jumping from one product to the other, all right? And then also consistency in styles as well. So if you want to cornrow your hair, if you want to twist your hair every time you wash it, it's really important that you are consistent with that as well, because the hair will thrive off of consistency, okay? So those are the tips that I have, and I hope and pray that these are practical enough and that they are things that you can also incorporate into your hair care. Honestly, there is no magic. I am yet to discover any magic to retaining length in natural hair or even healthy hair. Is all about the little things that you do, the things that may not seem significant. And like I said, these are the tips that I have, and I pray that they're a blessing to you. So again, ladies, nourish your hair, pay attention to your hair, take time to take care of your hair, and embrace the hair that God has given you, because it truly is beautiful. When you put the time into it, you are going to reap the benefits. Nothing is by magic and nothing is instantaneous. Putting the time into it will help you to be able to gain all the long-term benefits. So I hope to talk to you in the next video, okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.